Collective, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be focusing on what is coming in for each of the signs for the supermoon that we are having today. It is a full moon. The December 2025 full supermoon, also known as the cold moon, carries spiritual significance related to release, communication, and reflection. It is a time for celebrating the year's end and letting go of what no longer serves you. During this time, it's important to focus on clear communication and social connection. The increased lunar energy amplifies emotion and intuition, making it a powerful time for expressing feelings and reflecting on your journey. So today we're going to be going over what's going on and getting some messages on what might be going on in your life in this time. So let's go ahead and dive in. We will be using my garden dragons, my Tarot de la Nuit, and my romance angels. Unfortunately, I don't have my keys for this right now. I can't seem to find it. But yeah. We will be going through Aries through Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And whatever wants to pop out, including your love messages too, will all be significant for this reading. They will be shorter messages. If you would like an in-depth reading, if you want a personal reading, check out the description box below. There you'll find information to all my socials and how to obtain one of those readings. If you would like a collective in-depth reading for your sign alone, make sure to check out my channel. I have plenty of those on there. I just got done doing Aries and Taurus, so I will be completing the other ones this week and next week. So just keep an eye out for those to appear. Turn on your notification bell. That way you're notified whenever I drop another video. And please make sure to like, subscribe, and share the channel in case someone else wants to check out to see if maybe they have a message on there. These are timeless readings, so make sure to keep that in mind. Whenever you find this message is when you're supposed to see it. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started on this. We will start with, we're going to do Aries, and we are going to start with my garden dragons. Spirit messages for Aries collective for the super full moon. We have timing. Vulnerable prosperity. Yeah, right now it's all about the timing of the supermoon. What like we were talking about, release, communication, and reflection. It's about getting your life back in order, being vulnerable. It's like accepting the energies and what you want to bring into your life. I do feel like you are focusing on work more so right now, prosperity and things like that. What's going to add to your life and not take away. We do have multitask. You could be multitasking right now. That could be very significant. And we have fertile. So right now you are full of ideas. You could also be pregnant or wanting to get pregnant. That's a possibility too. So it's important to keep those in mind. Yeah. But you might be in a vulnerable place too because of the lunar energy. It could be affecting your emotions heavily right now. Like I said, I feel like it's a time of reflection. This moon is all about reflecting on what you want to keep in your life, what you want to discard. It's pretty much like making room for the new year, for new opportunities, new aspirations is what they said, to come on in. And if you have a full plate, especially if things that are on your plate are like negative and stuff, you need to clear those away. That way you can accept more good, positive stuff, more prosperity coming into your life. So yeah. Especially if you're multitasking right now, this might be a very busy time for you. So it's important to like reflect and see what you need to keep in your life and what you need to get rid of. Okay, so romance angels. What's going on in the romantic life, Spirit? For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, we have it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. You might be kind of scared to open your heart up to somebody, You might be questioning if you're just going to get hurt again, is what they said. Healing family issues. You could have had a lot of family issues within, like, you know, your parents, your siblings. If not, this could even be like if you were married, got divorced, like all that kind of stuff. I feel like you're just healing some trauma that you've been through when it comes to like family matters. Forgiving and learning. It's important to forgive and learn what has happened in your life so far, the lessons that you've learned. You're supposed to learn them for a reason. We have past life relationship. This could be, like I said, if you, like any exes, if you got divorced. This could also be like actual past life. So somebody from the past life could be coming back in right now. Let's see. New love. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I feel like you completed lessons from your past and you are moving on to the new. You don't want to, it's like the old is done. You're done with all that. You just want to move on to the new. And you know that you deserve love. And I feel like you are moving towards getting that. Okay. Tarot, can you please tell me, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, any additional messages you have for them for the supermoon? What's going on? The energies for the supermoon? What they may be releasing, any communication problems, what they need to communicate, what they need to be reflecting on, anything regarding that information, please. Yeah, I feel like you're moving along. It's like, again, you're moving into the new year. You know that you have some stuff that's on your plate that you need to get rid of, and it's like you're making way for new things to come in and getting rid of the old energies. You're not holding on to any more burdens. There are swords. This definitely could have been a heartbreak that you experienced in the past, so it's like you're releasing that hurt, and they're even saying like guilt, fear, anything that is negative when it comes to like that heart space. I feel like you're releasing it right now. You're healing it. King of Pentacles. Okay. Anything else? I feel like you want to get more stable within yourself, more stable within your career. You've gone through a lot, okay? But even though despite everything that you've been through, you're not allowing that to discourage you from moving on to the next step and releasing everything that has hurt you. We have grief. Okay, can you tell me more about that? Three of Wands. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So within all the grief that you have experienced, you still see the growth that you have overcame all of that grief. You might still obviously be feeling, you know, hurt and heartaches and everything. But I feel ultimately like you are forgiving, you're learning, you're understanding like that was a lesson that you needed to go through. It's kind of like, you can't appreciate the good without there being bad in your life. So I feel like that's significant. One more row, please. One more shuffle through. I do feel like you're taking back your power. You are becoming more self-sufficient, more confident, more reliant on your own skills and even beauty is what they just said. They know, not they know, you know that you have what it takes to get what you want and you're going after it. This hasn't like, this heartbreak that you've experienced, yeah, it hurt, but it's like you're not allowing it to keep you down. You're getting back up and you're continuing to move on from it. I do feel like you're reflecting on past mistakes. And you don't want to make those same mistakes when you go into the new year. Also, I feel like you're also focusing on like career stuff too. So like if you struggled with money, you're looking at what you can do differently when you move into this new year. Like what you're, it's like you're coming together, you're making a plan, making an agenda on what you can do to earn more money this upcoming year so you're not struggling financially. Six of Wands, this is really good. This is all about coming out of the dark, being successful, seeing that light. A lot of success coming in for you. You're no longer living in the past. I feel like you living in the past is what actually delayed the success from coming in. And I feel like you know this now. I feel like you've grown and you've learned this lesson, not to hold on to things that don't serve you anymore. So that's really important to note. Yeah, you're putting an end to old cycles. So yeah, this looks really good, honestly. I feel like you are touching, like you're reviewing everything, every part of your life when it comes to finances, love, anything that puts you down. You're removing that from your life and you're focusing on the good, the stuff that is actually successful and what's going to bring you prosperity. So yeah, that's very good. Okay, so let's see. We have Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And yeah, those are the signs I see. You could have been dealing with any of these signs. So, yep. All right, so we are going to move on to Taurus. Don't forget to check out my other videos that I have on there on my channel. There is in-depth readings as well. So also I am an artist too. I have a book out. It's a children's book. It is spiritual. If you want to check that out, it is available at on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Walmart even. It's all online. You could even purchase it through my studio. When you purchase it through my studio, you will be helping out the rainforest. 15% of proceeds actually go back to the animals. My bad. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I just dropped my whole entire deck. So, but yeah, 15% will go back to the animals if you're interested in that. Okay. So we are moving into Taurus. Okay, Taurus. What is coming in for you for the super moon? I did just see a spirit pass by. You might be seeing things in the corner of your eye, just so you know. It's important to note. I do feel like relatives are stopping by saying hi. They're even saying that somebody out there, I'm getting a headache. Somebody out there might have actually had like a fiance or like girlfriend or somebody who passed. And she's stopping in to say hi. She's very gentle, very sweet, very kind. She loves you. Obviously that message is not for everybody, but it is for somebody out there. So, okay, let's see what supermoon energy is coming in for you for December 2025. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have vulnerable. Yeah. I feel like, you know, before I started doing these readings, I kept hearing vulnerable. So I feel like that is something that most of the signs are going to be dealing with right now, especially with that lunar energy. Emotions might go awry and everything. So they're asking you to have patience with yourself. You might be purging a lot too. We have organize. You might be focusing on like organizing things. I feel like that actually puts you at peace when you organize things. That could be like career, just things in your bedroom, just things in your life in general. We do have support. You're being supported by loved ones right now. Even other people on the other side. Again, they're bringing up that girlfriend that you could have, somebody could have lost a girlfriend or something. I'm terribly sorry if you did. That's horrible. I know how it is to lose someone that you love. But yeah, right now you just might be in a vulnerable place, and I kind of feel like you want to be by yourself. I kind of feel like you just want to focus on like organizing your life, finding out what you want to bring in, what you want to get rid of. Decluttering is another word that they're bringing up. Getting things in order, ready for the new year. Okay. So we are going to see what the romance angels have to say. What's going on in Taurus's love life? This is not limited to the girlfriend that's on the other side. I just have to put that out there. This is a collective reading though, so whenever, you know, whatever pops through, if it resonates, great. If not, then maybe a different reading will resonate with you. Don't ever try to force anything to fit. Take it as you will. Multiple messages can come out for different people in one reading, so that's important to note too. Okay. Give your relationship a chance. Calling in your soulmate, unrequited love. Huh. Okay. Tell me more. Let your friends help you. Attraction. And worth waiting for. Okay. You may have dealt with people in the past who did not carry the same feelings that you had. You may have felt like they'd never even give you a chance. They want you to know that you are very attractive and the right person is going to come in for you when it's the right time. Calling in your soulmate, you can do that by manifesting, especially during this super moon. Write a list of things that you want in a partner. Let spirit know, hey, I'm ready to receive this in the upcoming year. Can you help me out, you know? They're saying it's worth waiting for. That this person who's coming in for you is actually going to come in at the right time. And our time doesn't always, like how we view it, isn't always how spirit views it. 9 times out of 10, it's when it's completely unexpected, to be honest. It's when you're not looking for it. They're saying let your friends help you. Yeah, ask for support. Ask for and accept support from others. And then we do have the support dragon right here. So I do feel like maybe some of your friends have some advice for you. They want you to have patience with this. It might honestly be time for you to more or less focus on your life and what you need to do before you like have this person come in. It's kind of like getting ready, getting organized before this person comes in, because once they come in, then like, you know, you might get so busy with them that you don't have other things in line and like ready to go, and like it could just be very chaotic. So spirit doesn't want to bring this new person in until you're organized and you got your life together. Okay. So let's see what the tarot has to say. This could be your job. This could just be like, I'm getting a lot of like house energy, to be honest. You just might have like a lot of stuff on your plate right now, and you need to get that figured out before you can have a new person come into your life. But I do feel like it's around the house or something to do with like your environment. You could be living with friends. You could be living with your parents. which that could pose problems if you get like a partner. Because obviously, you know, your partner is going to want to come over and spend time with you and everything. And it's kind of hard when you live with your parents or, you know, have roommates or whatever, which I know in this day and age, it's really hard not to, considering, you know, the economy is terrible, but depending on where you are. But yeah, I just have to keep an eye on the time every now and then. I gotta get my kids soon. Okay. Tarot for Taurus. Reflecting, making that decision on what to do. I also feel like you're questioning like who you should give your time to. I do feel like you're following your intuition right now. I do feel like you know that there is a person coming in for you. And I feel like when this person does come in, you're going to know it. I'm picking up like you put a stop to something else. You put a complete stop to something else is what I feel like. Or someone else did. It's like you came to a roadblock or something. There might have been a lot of communication and then all of a sudden, boom, nothing. Somebody could have ghosted someone. And I feel like you're getting irritated because like relationships are not working out for you. And it's just because it was unrequited. The other person you were dealing with was not on the same page as you. You might feel like you keep on running into these kind of people. It's time to heal. They're saying childhood wounds. You might have some childhood wounds that you need to heal. I feel like it could like revolve around like abandonment or something, or codependency or something. Something needs to be healed. You need to take your power back. I feel like you give these people too much power. And it's time to take it back. You could have also been dealing with the Emperor, which is an Aries. I feel like they're the ones. It just didn't work out with them. I do feel like either you or them just stopped communication. Like it just ended abruptly. And it hurt you really bad. Communication. Okay. What about that? This person might have actually gone into a new direction with a new love interest. Just so you know, I feel like you figured that out. You found that out. Yeah, I do feel like there's a Tower moment. I do feel like if this person did cheat on you for whatever reason, I feel like or if they looked elsewhere, I feel like you dodged a big Tower moment that could have really hurt you. Obviously I do feel like it still hurt you because obviously you're not with this person anymore. But I do feel like this person was part of your growth. It was part of the lesson, part of your plan. You're supposed to meet them, learn something from them, and realize that you deserve something more. Okay, you're supposed to go in a new direction because this person was not it. There is a big block. Spirit is saying God's rejection is your protection. So it actually worked out for the best that you did not get with this person. You might have had a lot of attraction towards them, a lot of sexual energy with them. It's possible. 9 of Cups. Yeah, this definitely could have been an Aries. You thought that like this was your person, this was your end all be all, is what they're saying. And you could possibly even be like expecting to get married. Maybe you felt like marriage was on the table, but they didn't. Like it was unrequited. They didn't want it. They're also saying like this person could have just not been ready for like that form of commitment. They're not in that place in their life. So it's like you're reflecting on everything, and even though it hurt, and it's like you're keeping them in your heart. You are, because you still have love for them, but you are moving on. I do feel like this was a toxic connection. Karmic for sure is what I'm picking up on. And now you're single, reflecting on everything that's happened. And I feel like you know that this person is not good for you. I feel like you know it deep down. So this was, unfortunately, this was an unrequited love. Could have even been a situationship. I do feel like there was a relationship here. I do feel like that. I feel like you gave them a chance and it went bad. So now you're reflecting on everything. It's like a lesson learned, moving on, living in your truth. Okay. We do have Cancer, Aries, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo. But yeah, those are the signs that I'm seeing. So yeah. The person meant for you will come in. They will not pass you by. So it's important to keep that information, in your mind. You will find your true love. So it is worth waiting for. But first you gotta get yourself together. Also, you gotta heal from this person before moving on to the next person, because if you're not healed, then you're not going to see the true beauty in the next person, and that next person could be your person. So you don't want that to pass you by. You want to make sure you are healed from any past people. Okay, so that's one thing that you need to get organized with. But yeah. Okay. Just so you know, Taurus, I am an artist. I do illustration. I do illustrations. I have a children's book called Crystal Beast out. Make sure to check that out if you are interested, if you have kids. It's about protecting the environment and the animals. It is a fantasy story. But yeah, it can be found at Walmart, Barnes & Noble, and Amazon. You could also order it through Moonlight Studios, in which if you do so, 50% of proceeds goes to the Amazon rainforest. So check that out if you're interested. And we are moving on to Gemini. Okay. I have a little list over here so I can keep track on who I'm on. Who I am on. I don't want another mishap like a while ago with Cancer. I think Cancer stole Gemini's reading or something. Okay. So, Gemini, what is coming in for Gemini spirit? What is coming in for them? For super moon, sun, moon, rising, and Venus for Gemini. We have defense. Okay. Goals. Oh boy. Okay. I'm automatically getting like somebody, even your friends, family, somebody is against one of your goals. And they might be talking crap. I feel like you are staying strong though, and you are still seeing your goal through, because you really want this. So you're defending it. Obviously, this could be a love interest, to be honest. Your friends might not like whoever you're with. We have union. Yeah, see, it could be a love interest. We have union here. I feel like you are defending someone that you are currently with right now. You have goals in your life that you want to achieve, even if that means like your friends and family don't like whoever you're with. You are staying strong and trying to see these goals through. Okay. Can you tell me more about this romance? Come on, cards. Romance, please. Gotta clear that energy. I feel like it needed to be cleared. Okay. Gemini, please. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. We have, this could be the one. So you're definitely feeling like this person is the one for you. Reconciliation and past life relationship. You could begin back with an ex. Yeah, you definitely could begin back with an ex. That's probably why your friends or family don't like this person because they might have hurt you in the past and you're like, well, it's fine, I can forgive them. But your family and friends, they're not forgiving them. So I feel like you're defensive because of this. New love. Yeah. They're wanting you to go towards a new love. Anything else on this? It is safe for you to love. Anything else? I'm curious if anything else pops out. Let go of control issues. Separation. And getting to know each other. I'm picking up on two different energies, just so you know. Some of you might be dealing with a new love experience. I feel like I'm talking to two different Geminis. Some of you might actually be like, okay. So one section of Geminis is dealing with the past person. They were in separation. Their families don't like this person that you're with, and you are defending this person. And you guys are seeing about getting back together or working things out, and your family's against it. This other group of Geminis I am picking up on, you are going towards new love because old love didn't work out. You don't want to accept this old person back into your life because they're not good for you, and you see that. And Spirit is saying that even though a past person hurt you, it is safe for you to love again. They want you to go out and date, get to know each other, let go of control issues. That one saying, allow people to do what they're going to do, because that's when they show their true colors and what they want to do. Okay. Don't try to control people and what they're going to do. Because that is how you're going to see what they want to do. And you don't want to spend your whole entire life just controlling what a person does. Like, if they don't want to spend time with you, then they don't want to spend time with you. Like, that's not going to do any good for you or them, So it's important to let them go do them. And if you can't handle like how much time they spend away from you, if you feel neglected in the relationship, then that's your answer to leave. Okay. But it is important for you to date and like test out like waters, who would be a good fit for you and who wouldn't be. Okay. But yeah, that's what they're telling me on that. So there's two groups of Gemini that we are reading for right now. And I feel like defensive, that's how the other group of Gemini is being defensive towards themselves, like they don't want to get hurt. But being defensive also could lead to control issues. So again, like I said, allow people to do what they're going to do. That way you can see what they're going to do, what they'd rather be doing. You don't want to have to control someone your entire life. That's not love, At least not truly, not authentic. So, okay. You do have goals and what you want to set. You want to actually have a happy-go-lucky union. Strength. I feel like you have the strength to date again. But you're like really focused on like making things work. And by doing so, you're thinking that if you keep control over situations, maybe that will force it to work. But, excuse me, that's not how it works. Okay, tarot, please. Okay. Okay, so since we're dealing with two different two different energies on Gemini, I'm going to do past person and then new person. Okay, whoever's dealing with the past person will be first. Whoever's dealing with the new person will be second. So past person, Page of Wands. Going back out on this adventure to see if like maybe things will work this time. Let's see what's going to happen. Well then. Oh yeah, I see success. I see you guys working through your differences. I see making things more stable this time around. Okay. So that's good. This person, you still feel like this person is the one. You feel stable in there. Yeah, this is a wish fulfillment. I can't show that. Okay. You have taken a lot of time to think about this situation. Rather, if you want to walk away, if it would be in your best what's the word? If it would be in your best, slipping, the word is slipping. Basically, what would be best for you? If you should walk away or stay. You feel like this is a wish fulfillment, though. But you're walking away. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So after a moment of like really reflecting on everything, I feel like you will walk away eventually, even if it's not right now in this moment. I do feel okay. Lovers, Gemini. It was in reverse. Okay. First group of Gemini, guys. The current person or the person that you are focused on right now, about reconciling, I feel is not your person. Okay. Sorry if that hurts. I feel like you don't see that yet. You're still reviewing everything and you're seeing which way you should go. You're going to try to rework everything out because you do feel like it is the one. But I feel like eventually you're going to see the truth and you're going to move towards new love. Now, this could be the past. This could be the future. So maybe that's why there's two different energies. Sorry, I have to keep checking the time. I feel like that's why there's two different energies. Some Gemini are still in the past right now, and some are moving towards, they're like in this, there might even be three groups, okay? Past, present, future, okay? Depending on where you are on your journey. So tell me more about this future energy. Who's this new person coming in? Okay. Tell me more. Yeah. You're going to spend a lot of time healing from this whole situation, letting go of those control issues, possibly even dating, moving away from the old stuff. I feel like you are going to be reflecting on this old person. I do feel like they kind of have you trapped. Not gonna lie. I feel like they have their strings. Those heartstrings are attached to you still. And I feel like they might keep coming in and apologizing and say, hey, can we work things out? And I feel like that's going to get to you. And I feel like you want to do it, but at the same time, you know, things are not going to change. So eventually you are going to have to heal the situation and move on. You have to end it. But it's going to be when you're ready. I just don't feel like you're ready quite yet. Eventually you'll stop giving to the situation and you will walk away. There will be that tower. That tower is going to happen. Again, I feel like you're going to realize that this is not your person. You're going to be single. I feel like you're going to get back in your essence, and you're going to start dating. And again, it's the whole allow people to do what they're going to do so you can see how they truly feel about you. Don't allow old energy to affect how you feel about new people, because if you do that, then it's not going to get you anywhere. You need to heal that part of yourself, that controlling aspect. Again, what is meant for you will stay. What's not meant for you will leave. So if this person leaves, it's for a reason. If you feel like your soul is just not wanting to give this a second chance, it's for a reason. Yeah, see, Devil. This is a karmic connection, whoever you're dealing with. They could have even put you in a third party. Keep that in mind. I do also feel like they have negative friend group. That could be important as well. Yeah, they're going to keep on trying to revisit this. The sex might be good, to be honest. I feel like that might be the... They're telling me when you continue to have sex with a person, it creates cords. It creates, you know, that attachment from both ends, from one person to the other person. There's that cord. Okay. It keeps you hooked on them. Okay. And it eventually creates a bigger tower, a bigger downfall. Okay. This is an ongoing cycle. It eventually does need to end, but you have to be willing to do that. And then after it ends, you have to heal so that you don't put those thoughts and those energies that you haven't healed from onto your next lover that you come into contact with. So, oh boy. Yeah, that's what's going on here. So I'm sorry that it wasn't good news. But this is something that you need to release, and you need to, you know, focus, clear communication. You need to reflect on all this and release this person. It's going to be under your own free will, of course. You have free will. So if you want to continue to go down this path, that's fine. It's up to you. You know, no judgment here. But this is what the cards are showing me. So I have to give you this information, even though it's not something you want to hear. Okay. But we do have Gemini, the Lovers. It was in reverse when I pulled it, though. So, which means it's not your true person. It's just basically a false person, but they look true to you. And I feel like they have their grips on you. Again, I do feel like they have control over you. So, and I feel like that's why your family don't like them, because they're seeing it, because they're from an outside point of view. And I feel like you might have rose-colored glasses on right now. And I do feel like you are in the process of taking those off, because I do feel like your intuition is telling you that there's something going on. But you really want it to work, and yeah. So we have Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Capricorn, Pisces, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Aries, and Scorpio, and then Libra and Pisces. So yeah, that is what I have for you, Gemini. I'm wishing you the very best when it comes to this situation. I know how hard it is when it comes to these kind of lessons. I've been through it myself. I know all about it. It is difficult. So I am sending you much love and support and blessings your way. If you're interested, check out my book. I am an illustrator. I do have a children's book. It's called Crystal Beast. It's about saving the animals and the planet and everything. You can find it at Walmart, Barnes & Noble, and Amazon. You can also purchase it through my personal website, Moonlight Studios. And if you do purchase it through me, 15% of proceeds will go towards the animals and their environment. So if you're interested in that, check that out. And we are moving on to, let's see, Cancer. All right. All right, Cancer. Let's see. Let me get a drink real fast. Okay. So. Okay, dragons. What is coming in for my Cancer babies? What is going on for my Cancer babies? Make sure to check out the very beginning of this video. I go into information about like what's going on with the supermoon energy, and then it gives you more clarification on what's going on, what energy is coming in for you, and what needs to basically happen. It's important to know. So yeah, check out the very beginning of this video. I will timestamp when that information starts below, so it'll be easier for you to find it. But okay. Dragons, tell me what is going on for Cancer in their life right now. This could be a career, it could be love, it could be anything. Wow, you have a lot going on. I don't think this many dragons have popped out. I feel like you're very busy. Very, very busy. We have kindness. So you're showing kindness towards your fellow dragon. Guarded. Interesting. Okay. Moderation. Defensive. Companion. Relax and multitask. Okay. Okay. Let me gather my thoughts. You have a lot going on. Okay. I feel like people have been taking your kindness for weakness and might have even been trying to use you right now. I feel like in moderation, it's okay to give to other people, but when people take, take advantage of you, that's a whole nother situation. So I do feel like, you have been very busy helping other people. Could have been a companion of yours, love interest. But they're saying like you're putting your life on hold for these people. I feel like they are distracting you on what you should be doing. And I feel like you're picking this up intuitively. And now you're becoming guarded because of this. You could be very... you could have a lot on your plate already, and people don't understand like how much they are adding to your plate. So that's a problem. They are asking you to, if you haven't already, they're asking you to take a step back and say, look, I need a day to myself. Y'all need to handle your own problems for today. You know what I mean? You need to have that boundary in place, because yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that people are putting onto you right now, and it's not yours to carry. Like, you can be there, you can help support them in their everyday lives or whatever, but when they completely rely on you, I just feel like it's not your burden to carry. I feel like they're putting too much on you right now. They're putting you in sticky situations is something they're also telling me, especially this companion card with the peanut butter. They might be really sweet. Like, you really love this person, or like, care for this person, but at the same time, they also put you in sticky situations. So it's like, fuck, I can't win, So yeah, things need to be moderated. Things need to be in moderation. It's okay to help your fellow person, but at the same time, their life shouldn't like overtake what you have going on. You still have a life to live. You still have goals to reach yourself. And I feel like this person's just taken over. So, okay. Be careful not to allow... So you are the crab. You are Cancer, obviously. But they're significantly bringing up coconut dragon. That hard exterior and the milk that's inside. I kind of feel like this might be changing your aspect on relationships in general. Doesn't have to be an actual like romantic relationship, but it might be turning you where like you're closing off to people more, trying to protect yourself. So in other words, you're going into your shell more, or you will be if you don't get this boundary in place. So it's important. Love situation, please. We have heart-to-heart conversations. They want you to open up and talk to people, make the effort. Past life relationship. Wedding. Okay. Interesting. This is not for all of you, but some of you actually might be married, and they're saying something about therapy. I feel like it might be some like a good thing for you guys to go into, you and your partner, if you are married. We have attraction. It's like being attracted to your partner again. The everyday life might have actually like taken control of your lives, and you haven't been able to connect with your partner in that way in a long time. So I'm picking up on that. This is soulmate energy. I do feel like you have a really good relationship with this person. I just feel like other people have gotten involved. Again, a lot of busy energy. So you or your partner might actually have been so busy that you haven't been able to focus on your own relationship and your own stuff because you've been focusing on other people's stuff. Flirt. Okay. The other thing that I'm getting, if you're not married, I do feel like whoever you are flirting with, whoever like you are attracted to right now, I do feel like this could have been a past life relationship of yours. And I feel like you could have been married to this person in a past life. And I feel like by you having those heart to heart conversations, I feel will actually like open up like that bond more. You'll create that bond more with this person. They're encouraging you to flirt. They're encouraging you to make that effort and like reach out to this person. Okay. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Clearing the deck. Okay. Clear, concise messages, please, for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is going on for them? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, stable, very stable. Motherly, even. You could have children. I feel like you are very like sought after. What's the word? A lot of people get along with you. I feel like you have a lot of friends. I feel like or like people are naturally like guided towards you. You could even have a really good connection with animals too. I just feel like you are that stabilizing factor in those people's lives, and that's probably why they come to you so much. But again, moderation is key here. You have to have those boundaries in place so they don't mess with your energy, because if they mess with your energy, then you end up in those sticky situations just like they're in, and you don't want their energy to rub off onto you. Nine of Wands. I feel like you've worked through a lot of issues regarding your past and stuff, and that's what has made you stable. But by these people coming in with their problems, it's putting it onto your plate and it's knocking you out of that energy. So it's important to, again, put those boundaries up. Yeah, again, going within, being in your own energy, distant from people. You might even be like disassociating with people, not like forever per se, but just for the time being to get back in your energy. I feel like this is the smart thing to do to protect yourself, to gain wisdom about the situation too. I feel like when you're by yourself, you gain more knowledge. Okay, you learn more things because it's like a form of meditating for you. Yeah, they're showing me like watching, well, not watching, but I was going to say listening to music, but even watching TV might actually help you. I feel like you're analytical too. Watching movies, like you're able to like figure out like what's going to happen. You might be able to call things too, like call things out, like you know what's going to happen in a movie before it happens. It's because your intuition is really good. So like you have that skill about you. But yeah, this is my defense card. This is like protecting your energy against these people who are coming in. They don't mean bad by any means, but you do need to protect your own energy. Some other things that can help you: sage, frankincense, Palo Santo, salt baths will cleanse your aura. Going outside, grounding yourself is important. I just feel like right now you're wanting to go into your shell, because it's just too much pressure. I feel like you're dealing with too much pressure. And I feel like that's what you're releasing, is that pressure. I feel like you're reflecting about what's been going on this year. And you're communicating with your friends and family like, hey, look, I'm under too much. Everyone's putting their stuff onto me, and I need to set those boundaries in place so that you guys don't affect my energy. So you're releasing that burden. Okay, doesn't mean you're releasing them. It just means that you're setting those boundaries in place again. Let me be very clear about that. Yeah, so you're reflecting about what's happened in the past. They put you in an unknown energy. It's like confusion. It's like the unseen. I feel like you also know, though. I feel like your intuition is telling you, like, hey, you need to step back because you don't like this feeling of all this pressure and being in these situations when they were not your choices. You're just hearing, like, you're hearing your friends rant about their problems, and it's like their problems were created by their decisions, and it's frustrating you because like you wouldn't have made those decisions, but you're also invested because you want to see the best for them. Yeah, so I feel like you're really torn on what to do. So you're trying to take a step back. Okay, what about love life? Can you tell me about their love life? Going on dates, having fun, experiencing new things, even with your person, like going to new places, amusement park, movies, like just having fun, enjoying life, going on adventures. I feel like this will really help, you and them connect. This will definitely be successful. I think you will really enjoy your time with this person. Wish fulfillment, yeah. Good things happening. Walking away from like the problems that you had in the past. I feel like the problem was you weren't really communicating with this person. So by you spending some time with them and having fun, connecting in that intimate or even like, fun-filled way, it will make you more stable. And you're walking away from your problems that you have with this situation, Knight of Cups, yeah. So this would be really good for your relationship if you were to do this. So yeah, so the main message here was putting up boundaries with friends and family, going back out on dates with your partner if you've been having issues with whoever you're seeing, even if it is like a marriage, like reconnecting, focusing on you and them instead of focusing on these people. If you're single, focusing on you instead of like focusing on all this other, stuff that's going on in your friends' lives. Being stable in your energy, putting self-love towards yourself, But yeah, so ultimately it looks good. These are definitely some things that you should look at and see what you should do to set these boundaries in place so that you can move forward. I have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn twice. You could be dealing with any of those. We also have Pisces energy and Virgo energy. So that could be highlighted in your chart. You could be dealing with any of those signs. Could be any sign really, but those are the ones that are highlighted on the board right now. So yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on. Just so you guys know, I am an illustrator. I have a children's book out called Crystal Beast. You can purchase it at Amazon, Walmart, Barnes & Noble. You can purchase it through me. 15% of proceeds does go back to the animals and their environment. If you purchase it through me, I have control over that. If you purchase it through the other bigger companies, I don't have control over what they do. So, but yeah. So yeah. So that was Cancer. Yeah, Cancer. Sorry. That's why I have my list. I don't want to get mixed up. Okay, it is 2:30. I have time for one more, and then I will have to do a pause to go get my kiddos. Okay, we are going into Leo. Leo, what's coming in for my Leo babies? Leo, what's coming in for my Leo baby spirit? Timing. Something you've been waiting for. We got Strength, which is ironically, you know, the Leo card in the tarot deck. So you're really in your power right now. This is your time to shine, is what they're saying. Make sure to check out the very beginning of this reading, the beginning of the video. It'll tell you about like what the full moon, the super moon is bringing in and everything. Health. Okay. You could be getting control of your health. I feel like you're in good energy. We have Companion. Okay. Focusing on health and your love interest. Those are your main focuses. And kindness. Okay. And then we also have boundaries. Surprised that didn't pop out for Cancer. You could have Cancer in your chart. We just spoke a lot about having boundaries, so there might be a message in there for you if you do have Cancer in your chart. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I feel like right now your focus is on health and your companion, your love life. You are showing kindness towards this whole situation. Kindness towards yourself, really giving yourself that self-love that you need, having boundaries, not allowing like negative people into your life. I feel like this timing right now is very important. Substantial is what they're saying. Substantial, however you say that word. But yeah, you might be eating more fruits. Apple, obviously, for the apple dragon. But they did say apples could be important. They're even showing me like a tree of apples. Somebody could have like planted a tree or something. Or maybe even like growing a garden. I just get a lot of like fresh fruits and vegetables. I feel like is being introduced to your diet right now. Kale, obviously spinach. Could be doing like those kind of smoothies could help you. I feel like you're going more towards natural foods though, rather than processed foods. Because when I looked at peanut butter, they're like, no. I guess there's too much sugar in peanut butter is what they're saying. Even though you could be having peanut butter, don't get me wrong, but I feel like you're not really indulging on that. I feel like you're more like trying to stay away from that. But yeah, okay. Okay, so what's going on in their love portion for Leo? Reconciliation. Okay. Unrequited love. What's going on? Romantic feelings. Okay. What's going on? Wedding. Worth waiting. Okay. You know, I am picking up on somebody getting in shape and focusing on getting their health together. And there might have been somebody from your past that you were interested in but didn't show interest in you because of your health. And now that you're like looking good, feeling good and all that, I feel like they're coming back to express that they do have feelings for you. I feel like hmm, I feel like before they were interested, I feel like they were looking for somebody who was more into their health and health goals and things like that. Um, but now that they see that you're taking it seriously, now they're wanting to come back in. So it's going to be really up to you on what you want to do. I kind of feel like you're going to go towards new love though. Um, but we'll see what the tarot has to say. Okay, tarot. Tell me what is going on for this situation. This person that's coming in, back in for Leo, this past person that's coming back in. They were unrequited at first, but now all of a sudden, since Leo is putting focus into their health and making themselves look and feel better, it looks like somebody is coming back in to reconcile. And it could have potential towards a marriage. What's gonna happen with this? What's gonna go on? Yeah, there's a lot of conflict about this whole situation. I feel like this person was into fitness and everything, and they wanted to have you feel good about yourself. You know, some people, they take health very seriously, and I feel like this is one of those people, and now they want to get together because it's like you leveled up. Okay. Yeah, honestly, again, I feel like you're going to go towards new love. I feel like this person that was part of your past, I feel like you're no longer interested in them. And if anything, I feel like you're hurt by them. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, Spirit. I see what you did there. So at the very beginning, I had stated I looked at the apple and they're like, yeah, health and everything. Apple trees, like nice new stuff. And then I saw the peanut butter, which it says companion. And they're like, no, sticky situation, not good for you. Processed sugar, like not good for your body. I feel like you know that this person is not good for you. And they might be saying, oh yeah, wedding, you know, I wanna tie you down. They want to get you in a sticky situation. I feel like this person's not good for you. Healing, yeah, you're healing from this person. I feel like they did what they were supposed to do. You know, they came into your life and stirred up some trauma. Ultimately, they were a lesson for you. But even though there's a lot of conflict and arguments about with this person in the past, don't think it was all bad. There's always a positive side to any bad side and vice versa. I feel like this person has helped you put self-love towards yourself, and despite what they said to you, I feel like it moved you in the right direction, but you are going to use that good energy and your appearance and your good health and everything and give it to someone who's actually worthy, who actually loves you for you and not just by your appearance. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's what I feel like is going on here. This could have been a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that you were dealing with. I feel like you're just ultimately more stable about the situation. Like you have a better head on your shoulder. You're like, no, I can do better. I don't need this person in my life. They put me down. Yeah, going within. I feel like they put you through a lot of bullshit. Instead of working with you, they might have broken up with you because of your looks and put you down and everything. And yeah. And even though like you had to make this choice of leaving them, a choice that you didn't want to make, this is actually giving you so much success that you don't even see it yet. Not fully. You're going to see that there's somebody else coming in. We got the Tower. They're going to come in suddenly. Yeah. This person, damn. This person who put you in this tower tore you down, put you in depression. Like, you put an end to that. You healed yourself. You glowed up. You're confident, radiant now. You're very defensive. You're not going to put up with any bullshit that anyone tries to come at you with or try to put you down. You're not doing it. Can't show. Let's see. Might taking you a bit to like get to this confidence level that you're at right now. You went within, you worked on yourself, and you did what you needed to do to pull yourself out of this hole, is what I feel like. And now they're trying to return to you. Yeah, again, they're trying to return to you to see if you'll deal with them again. Spirit is saying no, don't do it. The person that's actually worthy of your time, they're worth waiting for. So whoever did this crap to you, not worth it. They're not your person. They were put onto your path for a reason, so that you could have this glow up, but they're not supposed to be staying by your side because they weren't willing to stay by your side. They didn't want you in your bad, so they don't get you in your good. Yeah, they're encouraging you to go towards new love. And again, this is going to happen suddenly. This new person's going to come in. You might be defensive with them at first because you don't know if you can trust them. And you also might be fighting with yourself if you should go towards this new or old. But I feel like you're supposed to go towards this new. But you are questioning like if you can trust this new person or if they just want you for your body. Yeah, only want you for sex. You're questioning it. 10 of Cups. I feel like you can trust the new person. Eight of Swords, but you're still going to be put in your head. Because of what the past did to you. So you need to understand that the people who have done you wrong in your past, they're going to receive their karma. Overall, they're going to receive it. And it might take you a little while to heal furthermore so that you can accept new love into your life. I feel like right now you're not at that place to accept the new love. You're still working on yourself, and you've been working on your physical body. Now it's time to work on your mentality because of the trauma that this person left on you. So, yeah. I feel like you're releasing the old people that have, well, the old person that was in your life, even people, if you had any other people in your life that did this to you. Yeah. I feel like that's what this super moon is bringing in. You're learning how to release this energy, anyone who's negative, from your life so you can move on to the new in 2026. We do have Libra here. We also have Aries, Scorpio. We have Capricorn, Libra, Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag. You could be dealing with any of those. I'm seeing Pisces too. So, yeah. But that is what I have for you, Leo. Just so you know, I am an artist. I do have a children's book out. It's called Crystal Beasts. It is a fantasy book, but it's also very spiritual. It's about saving the animals in the rainforest. So if you are interested in checking that out, you can find it on Walmart.com. You can also find it at BarnesandNoble.com. And Amazon also carries it. I have it on my website as well. If you purchase it through my website, 15% of proceeds actually goes back to the animals, so, and their environment. So if you're interested in that, make sure to check that out. And I am going to go into a break, and I will be back to do Virgo. Hi Virgo. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so if you want to know about like what the super moon is bringing in for you, like what it's all about, um, make sure to check out the very beginning of this video. I go over about the super moon in general. Okay, but right now we're gonna focus on like what it specifically is bringing in for you, what you're going through right now. Sorry if you hear my kids in the background. All right, so Spirit, please tell me what's going on for Virgo. Growth, strength, kindness. I feel like you're showing kindness towards yourself. You might have just went ahead and recently overcame a lesson during this whole year. It could have been a couple of years, to be honest. Moderation. You could be focusing on a new health plan for yourself too. Gather. You're gathering information on something. And renewal. Kind of reminds me of like renewing contracts. I just went ahead and renewed some insurance information, so I feel like that's why that popped out. It's reminding me of like renewing a contract, saying like, okay, well, this worked last year, this isn't going to work this next year, what should I change, what should I renew, what should I keep, what should I get rid of. But I feel like for the new year, you are definitely focusing on like good things for you, kindness, positive energy. You're taking things in moderation. You're getting rid of whatever doesn't pertain to you anymore. Whatever gave you strength, you're keeping that. You're getting rid of whatever like brought you down. You're gathering all this information. You're reflecting on everything that has happened in this past year. So, okay. Romance angels, what's going on in their love life? I feel like you just want to release anything that no longer serves you. Unrequited love. It does say release your ex. So one of the things that you could be releasing is your ex, having heart-to-heart conversation. I feel like this person wasn't at your level. I feel like this person didn't match your energy. And they're also saying like everything has a season. Okay, so even though like you met this person and you might have had some good things going on with them at first, doesn't mean like you should carry them into your next year. You could have grown from this whole situation. It's like you're reevaluating your life and what you want to bring into the new year. You're showing love towards yourself. We do have past life, relationship, and very soon. You might not have made this decision to let go of the sex yet. I feel like you're still in the deciding factors. Very soon you're going to make that decision on if this person is for you or not. Okay. This could have been a past life karmic situation too. I feel like I just feel like the contract is done. They just keep on bringing up contract. So it feels like you've learned everything you're supposed to learn from this person. You're like, thank you, but I'm moving on to the next kind of deal. So yeah, you're definitely reevaluating what you want to keep in your life, what you want to get rid of. There's a lot of growth happening here, even though there could be like really sad feelings about letting go of this person. But I do feel like it's in your best interest. I do feel like some of you might have actually tried to make this work for a long time and it's just not working. So it's like, okay, it's time to let go. It's time to move on. Okay. It's time to see what else is out there. What else does the universe have in store, basically. Okay, tarot, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Emphasis on Venus. I wanted to say that first. So you could be, your Venus could have Virgo in it. So keep that in mind. But let's see. Third party situation. They're telling me that you do feel hurt by letting this person go, but you do want to look at your other choices in life, what other people have in store for you. I feel like you do feel confident right now. You have experienced a lot of growth through this situation, and it's like you're ready to expand. You're ready to fly. You're ready to, see what else is out there. Check out those horizons. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy right here. I feel like you're very stable in this idea. I feel like, honestly, I feel like you're if you haven't already, you're making up your mind, I'm getting that stubborn energy. Like, this is what I want to do and I'm going to do it. You're not going to stop me. You're not going to hold me back. I'm moving on. I'm seeing what else is out there. Yeah, new love. You're definitely going towards new love. You're seeing what else is out there. We have Three of Pentacles. You might have met a new person in the workplace. I'm also hearing like spiritual work, or like you might be spiritual, they might be spiritual. I'm getting the feeling that your guides they're like putting this person on your path for a reason. They're gonna continue that growth. We have the Death card. Keeps going back and forth. It's like 1 minute they're saying, yeah, you made this decision, and then the next they're like, still making that decision. So you could be like going back and forth with this idea. It does look like you do want to experience change, though. This is Scorpio energy as well. You might have been thinking about this back in October or November, the beginning of November. So yeah, around Halloween sometime. Yeah. It's like you are thankful for the past experience and everything. You still treasure that, but at the same time, it feels like your heart is wanting more. Your heart is wanting more passion. It wants to feel that spark again. I feel like you don't have that spark with this other person. I feel like it's just not there. You might have had trouble in your sex life with this person. I just feel like it's not the same as it was at the very beginning. Eight of Cups, walking away. Yeah, living in your truth, walking away. You're confident about this decision. We have the Lovers. Walking away from a love situation. You're very stable in this, though, because you're like, this person is not for me, but my person is out there and I need to find them. I'm going to put that love towards myself first in order to attract the new in. The Fool. Yeah, the new in. The new love. It feels freeing. You feel confident, freeing, like a bird. You can go anywhere you want to go. You want to end anything that's not serving you anymore. If you feel like you are stuck or stagnant or, not having fun, not passionate about life, you want to break free from that. You want to like reignite that spark and get back out there and do it again. You're healing from anything that was chaotic in the past. They're saying trauma bonded. They said you might have been trauma bonded to this other person, and that's why it's not working out. It's not a true soulmate relationship. You guys were brought together by trauma. So in other words, you and them experienced something very similar, and you guys bonded over that time when you guys were both experiencing something very significant in your life. And at that time, that was okay, but it was a lesson in itself that needed to be learned. It wasn't a true soulmate connection. Not one that's full of love and everything. This one was about chaos and everything, and you're healing from that. It's like, I'm no longer there anymore. I'm moving on from that situation. This person might fight you about it, put you in your head. I feel like this is like just where you were though when you first got with this person. You might have been fighting with someone else and you thought, okay, well, this could be stable. You thought it was stable at the time. Yeah, but I feel like you only felt that way because you were comfortable. You know, you were comfortable being in a relationship, and you're able to like easily jump from one person to another and put those feelings and attachments towards someone else, and but that wasn't your true person that you were supposed to be with. So I feel like you're reflecting back on all that, and I just feel like you know that this person that you're attached to is just not the one for you, and yeah, you're wanting to find that person that's for you. I feel like you've done a lot of healing with them, and I feel like you've realized that it's not actually like, it's not love in that sense of lifelong partner. You might have some kind of love for this person, but it's not the same as lifelong partner. Okay, so I am seeing Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Gemini, Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Libra and Pisces. Okay. So that is your reading, Virgo. I do have a book out if you guys are interested in checking that out. It's called Crystal Beast. It is a children's book. It's about animals that save the world, the planet. Goes over like issues that's going on our planet, like pollution and, you know, fires and all that kind of stuff. And the animals, they find their crystal, they have to transform into their higher self and figure out the problem. And yeah, so if you're interested in checking that out, you can find that on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Walmart.com. It's also available online at my website, Moonlight Studios, my shop. If you decide to purchase through my shop, it is 15% of proceeds do go back to the animals and the environment. Whereas if you go through the other companies, I don't get to put that money towards the environment and the animals. It goes towards the company. So, and then I only get like a certain portion of it too. So if you want your 15% of proceeds to go to the actual animals and stuff, you might want to look into purchasing from my actual website. Okay, so we are moving on to Libra. Let's see, Libra. What is coming in for Libra? What is going on? What are they releasing, reflecting on? Communication that's going on with Libra. What's going on with Libra? Luck. Right now is a lucky time for you. All right. Wow. Yeah, right now is a really lucky time for you. You're bringing in a lot of luck for you. We have luck, success. We have opinions. Hospitality, moderation, goals, and relax. They are saying that you might be focused on goals and you are learning how to balance out your energy to focus on the goals, but also relax. Right now is a lucky time for success for you. So you might be seeing a lot of luck right now, like a lot of success towards like your career goals and everything. And it might like motivate you to go more towards it. But Spirit is saying just relax, let it play out, like everything's going to work out. You don't have to like jump on that, you know. It's important to stay like moderate with everything, balance things out, and let it come to you. Don't try to force anything. Opinions, that's interesting. I wonder what the opinions are about. People might have opinions about like which way you should go. I feel like somebody's helping you out in some way, some form on your goals. If it sounds good, go for it. If it like aligns with your intuition on what you should do, go for it. If it feels wrong, be cautious. Think about it. But yeah, I feel like right now you're at a good place. You know where you're going, and yeah. I feel like that's your career, to be honest. I feel like this is your career. People might also, if people are throwing like negative opinions towards what you're doing right now, do not take what they're saying. Just relax, let it slide off you. People will see in time that this is a lucky time for you and you're going to reach those goals. Yeah. Some of you might even be in the caretaking business. Getting like nurse and all that kind of stuff could be significant for you. Or just like motel, like, you know, hospitality, somebody taking care of someone else. It's important for you to take care of yourself though too. Don't try to force yourself to accomplish every goal that you have like right away. It's important to relax and enjoy your time too. Okay, what's going on for their love situation? We have passion, chemistry, true love, soulmate, and keep an open mind. Okay, so the person that you're connecting with is not your average, like, who you normally go after. And it might be surprising you, to be honest. You have a lot of chemistry with this person. They are saying that this is your true love. It is a soulmate, and you have a lot of passion. So a lot of like sexy time happening right now. A lot of flirtatious activity. But they want you to keep an open mind. You might be questioning if this person is your true love, and they want you to just like go with the flow. Again, relax and let like life take its course. And you will find out eventually, hey, is this the right person for me or not, you know? So let's see what the cards have to say. Spirit, connect to my tarot cards for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is going on for them? They're showing me a necklace. You might be getting a necklace or something for Christmas. That could be significant. Spirit, Libra. Moving out of this lack of mindset. Yeah, you're moving out of that lack of mindset. I feel like your whole, it's like changing directions, shifting focus. At first, you might have been not confident on what you were doing. I do feel like you are moving out of that, though. In the process of moving out of that. Somebody's going to be giving equal give and take to you. So somebody is very attracted to you, and you might not realize it, to be honest. Not at first, anyways. They feel mutual with you. You have a decision to make, and I feel like that's about like you keeping an open mind on this person. They might not be like your normal type. This could be in the bedroom, related to the bedroom, but it shows like Ace of Wands, like a lot of passion. This is double passion card, so lots of sexual energy. You feel stable, secure with them. They put you in your power. You feel like you can have a very successful life with this person. Justice, yeah, in your power, Libra card. So it's like finally things are working out for you, and it just feels like a good direction that you're going in. Even in your career, you know. At first you might have felt like you were not worthy in some aspects, but it's like you're finally moving forward and getting that, like gaining that confidence, building that confidence. You might still be doing that right now, but I feel like it's going in a good direction. Don't overthink anything. Yeah, this is attracting that new person into your life. I feel like you're really awakening to who you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to do in life. Strength. It's giving you the strength. Yeah. I feel like this person, by like the energy they give, like it's a really good balance of equal give and take. Them giving you energy is giving you the strength to like build yourself, and you're giving them energy. And yeah, like it's a really good equal give and take. You guys are like a power couple is what they're telling me. This is really good. You're in your head about making a decision though. I feel like it's because this person isn't who you typically go for. You have some trauma still from the past. You question if it can be successful. You know it can, but you question, like, is it just like too good to be true? You could be dealing with an Aries. Or in the past you could have dealt with an Aries. Or a fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries. You could have even dealt with two masculine men who like made you really question your worth and question if you could trust, and you know, really put you into an energy that wasn't all that great, you know, because it kind of destroyed your confidence. But I feel like that you went ahead and found yourself, and you're having this breakthrough moment that this person is the right one for you. So I feel like that's important to know. Just take your time and getting to know this person, and eventually like everything will work out how it's supposed to work out. We do have Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra and Pisces, Leo, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aries again, Virgo. Yep, those are the ones I see. So Libra, that was your reading. If you're interested, check out my book. It's a children's book. It is spiritual. It's about animals saving the world. You can find it at Barnes & Noble, Walmart, and let's see, Amazon, and then also my website too. If you purchase through my website, 15% of proceeds do go back to the animals and the environment. So if you're looking for a fun book for children, check it out. I also have coloring book too. So yeah, we are moving into Scorpio. Scorpio. Where art thou, Scorpio? Why? Romeo and Juliet. Okay, you could be having that kind of situation right now. That's weird. Okay. Scorpio, what's coming in for you? If you want, you can check out the very beginning of this video. It'll give you information about this new moon. Well, this full super moon, like what the energies revolve around and how it will affect your outcome. But this is the specific information portion of the reading. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have organize. You're organizing yourself, your environment, your situation. Vulnerable union. Uh-oh. What is this about? I just heard arranged marriages. I don't know if people are still doing that. I could be talking to someone from India is what I just got. Goals. Okay. That was for someone, not everyone, but it does look like one of your goals is to like find your partner in life, to come into union with your person. I did hear twin flame. You could be working on your shadow stuff and self-love and all that kind of stuff to come into union with your twin flame, because you feel like that is what you're supposed to do in this lifetime. So that's not for everyone, but that is for some people out there. I feel like you are completing those goals. You're becoming more vulnerable. I could be talking to a masculine, to be honest. I feel like you're letting those walls down to bring in your feminine. It could be reversed. It doesn't have to be, it's universal energy. But I do feel like there is somebody in a relationship who has some goals to reach in union, and trying to get organized, trying to get like to this goal of union. So yeah, let's see what the romance angels have to say about this. Okay. Romance angels, what's going on with Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Please connect my cards, please. Thank you. Worth waiting for. Okay. So, after going through all that shadow self and all that kind of stuff, your shadow work, like, it's worth waiting for, working through all that stuff in order to get to your gold, your shared gold. Why do I keep saying gold? Gold. With the twins, there's a gold strand. There's a gold cord that's connecting to them. That's important. I will make an information sheet. Hopefully, I remember to do this, but I'll make an information sheet about that gold cord. There's significance about that, though. You might actually get telepathic messages between you and them through that cord. You might hear them too, clairaudience, or their higher self. Wow, okay. Okay. Interesting. Past life experience. You might have had past life with this person. We do have wedding, new love, playfulness, separation, unrequited love, worth waiting for. It does feel like somebody might have chose someone else. So there could be a separation point going on right now. And that's where you are working on your self-love, and building your own, like going towards your own goals, building towards yourself, and knowing that your person has to go on their own journey right now, so they can fulfill everything they need to fulfill in order for you guys to end up together in the future. So, and they're saying it's worth waiting for because this person has something to learn from another person. Okay. Before you guys can be together. Interesting. Okay. Wedding. Now, this can be a physical wedding. Your person could be married. I doubt it though, because if there's a new love, I feel like this is more of like a spiritual vow that you have with your person. That spiritual connection that you have. It's like that's your person. You know it's your person. But down here in the 3D, obviously, you guys are not together right now. There's separation happening. They could be involved with someone else. And yeah. Okay, this might get messy pretty fast. Let's see what's going on for the tarot. Healing. Yeah, a lot of healing going on right now. That's what you have to do with that shadow work. You have to heal yourself, show yourself love. There could have been a lot of conflict between you and them, defensiveness. I feel like this is the masculine energy running from the connection, going towards that new love because they can't handle healing everything that they needed to heal. Which you don't understand. They don't well, you might understand, but they don't understand that by them running to this other person, they're still like working on their shadow side and healing, even though they're with someone else. Because they are learning another lesson, which is going to have to result in healing. So, come on. Six of Wands. There's success of movement forward. However, it might take a while. I do feel like there's a lot that is going on with this person or even you. I feel like a lot of heartbreak has been happening. Feel like betrayal. Like you feel betrayed by your person because they didn't choose you. And it's like it feels like it's taking forever. But they're saying it's worth waiting for. Spirit is saying if a new love does come into your life, though, don't be afraid to take that opportunity to go towards this new person. Because the thing that you have to remember when it comes to twin flames, yes, eventually they're supposed to be together, but depending on the work that they need to do, and if they are even putting work towards what they're supposed to do, same with you, you may not see that in this lifetime. Therefore, Spirit is saying don't waste your lifetime focusing on this person who's focusing on someone else when you could be living your life and experiencing other connections and relationships. I will put info on that on the board. But yeah, let me write that down real fast. I want to make sure I remember. Cards, okay. But it's important to know that you can find love elsewhere too. Yes, your twin flame is your ultimate like goal. However, you do have soulmates that are there for you too as well, and they can be just as great, to be honest, and what you need at this moment in time, especially if this person is not choosing you. We have Page of Wands, yeah, exploring your possibilities. Six of Swords, letting go of what no longer serves you, moving on to your path, having this information. I kind of feel like you might have reached out to this person and they said, look, I'm not interested. I have someone else, or I don't want to settle down with you. And it feels like you're finally like, you're in contemplation if you should let this go, is what I'm feeling. You feel like they're going to come back because your intuition's telling you they're going to come back sooner or later, but yeah, they gotta figure out their karmic situation first. So they still have karma to face. You're radiant, you're shining, you're attractive. Keep moving forward. Don't allow anyone to hold you back. Be unapologetically you, okay? Is what they said. It is putting you into a whirlwind of your thoughts and being up in your head. They're saying you need to release this. This is what you're needing to release for this year. Release anything that doesn't serve you. If you feel better and in a more positive, happy state going towards someone new, it's time to put yourself first. Allow that tower to fall. I feel like you're holding on to that tower. Yeah, Lovers. It's like you still want to continue to work towards this relationship, even though your partner may not be willing to do so too. Okay. This is going to require a lot of reflection and really like knowing like what you deserve in life and what you don't deserve. You don't deserve somebody who's going to treat you like crap. If this person loves you, And if you're meant to be together, then you will be together. Okay. But it's also important to like know that life continues either way. This lifetime, next lifetime, the lifetime after that. Like eventually you're going to get there. Your person's going to get there. However, if they're not there, you shouldn't be like putting your life on pause and being bored and all this and focusing only on them when they're not putting that same energy and focus into you. You need to be focusing on yourself, your own goals, and exploring other love possibilities because you do deserve that love, you know? So, yeah. And you'll come to this, you know, light sooner or later. It might take you a while though. So, I feel like you have to hit your done button in order to move on. But yeah. And it's not saying that like if you move on now that you guys will never be together in the future. You could. It just might not be in this lifetime. Um it might be even later on in life, you know. Maybe this person needs to grow up, you know, and actually see like, hey, maybe they need to lose you to understand like, wow, I really like messed things up, you know. Okay, but we have Gemini, Aries, Scorpio. Um, let's see, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, uh, Sagittarius. So yeah, that's what I'm picking up for that. But I hope that this helps Scorpio. And we are moving on to Sagittarius. If you would like, check out my book. It's called Crystal Beasts. It's about animals helping save the world. It is a children's book. I am the illustrator. My sister is the writer. We collabed on this book and multiple other books in the series, which is like 12 book series, 36 books altogether though, including coloring books and baby books. So if you're interested in that, you can find that Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Walmart, or through my own website, Moonlight Studios. When you purchase through Moonlight Studios, 15% of the proceeds will go back to the animals and their environment. Okay. We are moving on to Sag. Okay, Sag. What is going on? Sorry, my voice is like, my throat's hurting. Every time I do an all signs reading, my throat really hurts because I'm channeling so much information. And it's like I want to just keep going and going, and I can't. Not to the extent that I want to, because I do really want to help you guys and give you all the info that you can, you know, get, but it's really hard when it's physically affecting me. Okay. Make sure to check out the very beginning of this video. There you'll find information about like the supermoon and like what's going on right now. It is about release, communication, and reflection. So that is the main energies that are being highlighted right now in your situations. So just check that out. I'll timestamp it below so you can, you know, check that out and then come back to your reading if you need to. Wow, okay. You're excited. Okay. Wow, you're really excited. I feel like you're connecting with your inner child. I feel like you might have a job or something lined up. Childlike energy, celebration, goals, mystery, relax, illusion, union, shine, and childlike. You got a lot going on for you. I feel like you could be celebrating a very big win when it comes to your job focus. You could be also connecting with other people when it comes to your job. Maybe even like becoming a team or something to follow through and make something happen. We do have illusion though here. I wonder what that's about. I'm getting like more of that energy of like creating illusion, like creating, seeing something that hasn't been brought to life yet is what I'm getting. And mystery. It's like, I wonder what's going to come of this. You're really excited about it though. I get a lot of good energy. And it's really like making you happy, feeling like a kid again. Okay, tell me more about this. Well, tell me about their love situation first. Forgiving and learning. Okay. You could begin over a situation from that has happened in the past. Being more playful, acting like a kid. To recapture romance, allow inner youthful spirit to have fun and shine. We do have shine over there too. Reconciliation. You might be forgiving someone that has hurt you in the past. Reconnecting with someone. Religious factors. There could be some kind of religious factor involved. You guys just don't see eye to eye about something, or didn't see eye to eye about something. Can you tell me more about this reconciliation? Can I get some clarification cards, please? What's going to happen? New love. Okay. Honeymoon, wedding. Wow. Okay. Anything else? Again, childlike energy. Interesting. Okay. We have honeymoon, wedding, new love, and children. You could have children with this person. You could have been married to this person. I feel like the honeymoon stage has just worn out. And maybe you're getting back into this. It's like you're renewing something. You're renewing something. We're going to pull from my tarot because the thing is I kind of feel like some of you might be renewing with this person, but I also feel like some of you are not. I feel like you're just going after new love because you're done dealing with whatever happened in the past. You are forgiving it. You're not like holding a grudge against it or anything like that. But I do feel like you're going towards new love. So let's see what my tarot says about this. Okay. Connect to Sagittarius energy, please. What's going on? Yeah, there was a fight in the past. Very defensive energy. Could have been about religious stuff. Could have been about just background in general. You guys just didn't see eye to eye about something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I feel like there was a divorce. Divorce happened. You ended something with someone, and you got back into your energy, and that's why you're feeling like so radiant, so confident in this new project that you have going on now, and you are moving towards new love. You could have children. There was a lot of heartbreak, don't get me wrong. Like, that does not go unnoticed. There was a lot of heartbreak with this person. May have been really up in your feelings, feeling heartbroken about everything that's happened. You've been through a lot emotionally, okay? But I feel like you're finally getting to a spot. Yeah, depression. You're finally getting to a spot where you feel more confident and radiant and just in better energy. Yeah, equal give and take. Maybe this person from the past didn't give you that equal give and take, or it's not that. It's they didn't give you what you needed. Could have focused around religious values. You needed somebody who was more attuned to like what you believed in, and this person was not attuned to it. Maybe they were religious and you were spiritual, and that's where you guys had a lot of conflict. And so, yeah, it didn't like give to you in the way that it needed to, or that you needed. Yeah, put you in hangman energy. You didn't know what to do. You were building towards something that was supposed to be financially secure and secure emotionally as well, but I feel like it didn't get there. I felt like might have gotten there for a minute, but like things changed. You moved on after having this breakthrough moment. You guys might have even communicated over this. Sorry, my throat's hurting. Queen of Swords. It's like you couldn't live in your truth with this person. You couldn't be who you truly were with this person. You were finding success other places. And your intuition was telling you, like, it had to end. Like, simple as that. It just had to end. You had to go your own way. You had to, like, cut this cord. You had to keep moving on. You couldn't, like, you're bored with the situation. It just wasn't the situation for you. So you decided to just keep moving on. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles, a whole new beginning. And it might, you know, might be slow at first. But it's like now there's a turning point and it feels like you're really excited about something. Could be a new job or something. But you're like restarting your life over again. And like you're still getting along with your partner from the past. You both realize that you guys weren't compatible. At least not to the degree that you needed to be in order to be in a marriage. So yeah, you are going after new love and you're ending something that was old. Let's see. I am getting like this person that you were married to. They might try to come in and like, oh, well, we can make it work for the children. But I feel like you guys are just not compatible in that way. I feel like it's still going to lead you down to where you are right now. So yeah. But we do have, let's see, we have Cancer, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio. Yeah, it could be any sign though. Those are just the main ones that I see on the board. But that's what's going on for your situation. It's like you're just ending that situation and going into a new situation. Make sure to check out my other videos, my in-depth videos for what's coming in for you this December. I felt the need to tell you that because I feel like there is something major. These readings right now are mini readings because it's an all signs reading, but I will go into depth later on, and I feel like we could expand more on what's going on here. These new goals that you have in mind. So it's like restarting over. So yeah. I am a children's book illustrator. My sister's a writer. We have a book called Crystal Beast out. You can find it at Walmart, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, and Moonlight Studios. It is a spiritual book, children's book, obviously. When you order through my website, it is 15% of proceeds go back to the animals and the environment. So if you're interested in that, check that out. And we are moving on to Capricorn. Here we go. Okay, Capricorn. What's going on for Capricorn? I feel like the day is just going away. It's already 3:45. I was thinking I was 4 o'clock already. Sorry, my throat is really irritating me because of the channeling. I might need to start doing like part 1, part 2 in the course of like 2 days or something. Because I feel like this is doing 12 signs back to back to back is like a lot. Because I go into not like super amount of depth into the readings, but I do cover a lot of info. They're not as short as they probably should be. If you're wondering what the super moon in general, like the energies that is getting brought in, make sure to check out the very beginning of this reading. It's in the timestamps below. This is like your detailed information that's coming in towards you, but the other info goes over like the overall energy that it's bringing in, and how it relates to you. We have relax and goals. Okay. Tell me more. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Union. Support. Success. Wow. Okay. Here we go. It looks like you have a lot of support of whoever you're connecting with. It does look like there is success within this relationship. You have goals with this relationship, and it's okay to relax. It's okay not to like consistently worry about like what's going to happen next in this relationship. I feel like you need to like let go and allow the universe to take the reins and guide you to where you and this person are supposed to go. Okay. Okay, love portion, please. Angels, trust, reconciliation, worth waiting for, romantic feelings, retreat, and let your friends help you. Okay. Yeah, I really feel like this let your friends help you, retreat, and worth waiting for. I feel like, and even trust for that matter. I feel like, okay, I feel like this person is a person from your past life. And I feel like this could be a soulmate. I really do feel like romantic feelings, soulmate energy. They want you to trust in what is going on right now. And it's worth waiting for to see like where this is going to lead you. They want you to retreat, disconnect from the world, and disconnect from those like those thoughts, those negative thoughts that like, oh, something could go wrong. If you need to go out and hang out with friends to get your mind off the situation, then go ahead and do that. Get your mind onto something else rather than just focusing on making sure that this relationship happens, you know? If this is not a past person from like past life, this could be a past person in general. You could have already reconnected with a past person. Not necessarily. That's only going to pertain to a few people. I do feel like past life energy is what I'm picking up on. So, okay. What's going on? What is going on? What do they need to know? New love. Yeah. Okay. So this is definitely someone new. I do feel like this person, again, past life experience. I feel like you're having a breakthrough. It's like you feel like you know this person. You just have this really strong, deep, like, feeling that you know this person. This is my clairvoyance card. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of magic here when it comes to like the spiritual aspect of it. I feel like this is somebody old coming back into your life from a past life, and they're helping you. They're supposed to meet you on this part of the journey. This is your turn to trust in the universe, though, in what they have brought you. You're kind of worried, though, because of you're getting in your head. You're worried about what you can't see. You're worried about not being able to see the future. You're also worried about like spending too much time with this person and like wasting it. Like, it's kind of giving the vibe of like you're waiting for the shoe to drop on like when are things gonna go awry. I feel like this is your past stuff, past trauma that's popping up that's making you feel this way. Breakthrough. You're fighting yourself. This is your energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They want you to be confident in your energy and confident that like you're attractive and you got your stuff going on. Like this person is who you're supposed to be with. Just a lot of confidence. They want you to stay confident about this matter and not in your head. Okay, don't let that devil energy get to you. This person, this new person is very attractive to you. You could be attracted to them, attractive to them. They feel the same about you that you feel about them. Interesting. Okay. They just gave me a glimpse of somebody from a past life. You guys were together, and then there was like a sudden death. It's like you guys weren't able to live out your life in a relationship for long in the past life. And so now it's continuing in this life. Like you finally found your person again. And you're able to experience a relationship with them in this lifetime because last lifetime you didn't get much time with them. That's what they're showing me. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You're making those good choices on like how to move throughout your life. Strong, independent, worthy of love. Leader even is what I'm getting. You are a big manifester. You can manifest anything you want into your life, and you need to know this. Don't allow those negative thoughts to take control of like your manifestations, because that could be something right there. I do feel like it can alter your route, not your route, your route. It could alter your route on like where you're heading if you have like negative thoughts. So it's important not to get in your head. Anything else? You have many options, so don't think you have any options available to you. Okay, can you tell me more about this? Okay. You're worried about these options fleeting you. You're worried. I think that's why you're putting so much stress onto making this work, because you're worried that this option is going to go away. What is meant for you will stay with you. It's not gonna like pass you by. You're worried that this option is just gonna like run off. Tell me more about that. This is rooted from a past experience with a karmic. But it's important to stay balanced in your emotions, not to allow it to affect you. Yeah, you're healing from what has happened in the past. Just know that this new person that is in your life right now, or soon to be in your life, is who is supposed to be in your life. Again, I'm getting past life energy. It's okay to trust the universe and move forward with this person that you are attracted to. Good things are coming. Just stay confident. Okay, we have Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. We have Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sag, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn again. Sagittarius, Pisces. Yeah, those are the main signs. But that was your reading. So we're moving on to Aquarius. I do have a children's book if you're interested in checking that out. It's called Crystal Beast. It's about animals saving the world, finding their higher selves, using their crystals, and tackling whatever environmental issue that they are having. You can find it at Barnes & Noble, Walmart, Amazon, my website as well. But yeah. If If you order through me, Moonlight Studios, 15% of the proceeds will go back to the animals in the environment. So, okay, and we are moving on to Aquarius. Okay, my aqua babies. What's going on for my aqua babies? What is going on for them? Aqua, make sure you check out the beginning of this video. I go over information in regards to the super full moon and like the energy that is like revolved around it. So I also apologize about my voice. These really take a lot out of me when I do 12 in a row. So my throat is like killing me. So health, strength, moderation, guarded, success. You have a lot coming out for you. Timing. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like you are focused on your health right now. I feel like this keeps you in a good like mental space when you focus on your health. So they are saying moderation, take things in moderation, kindness. I feel like, again, when you're being healthy, it puts you in a good energy. You're nicer. Again, good energy, you know, you're able to relax. You're not like worried about things. I think it also has a lot to do with your anxiety is what they're telling me. You might have a lot of anxiety when you drink caffeine. So just keep that in mind. They want you to relax and yeah, just focus on the good in life. We have guarded. Again, anxiety. I'm picking up on anxiety. Timing and success. Yeah, so right now is a really good time for you. You are seeing a lot of success in your life right now. So let's see what's going on with the romance angels. Everything in moderation. Just keep that in mind. If you've been drinking a lot of like caffeine, you might want to moderate that a little bit more to help you to get you out of that like negative energy. Because I feel like the caffeine is kind of making you anxious. So yeah. Okay, romance angels. What's going on for my aqua babies? Wow. You have a lot going on. Okay. Finances and career. So yeah, you could be really focused on finances and career right now. They want you to let go of your ex. Pay attention to red flags. We may not know that we're not over somebody right away, but other people might. But it's important to release that energy, release your ex and the red flags. So it's kind of reminding me, honestly, like that caffeine puts you in anxious energy and it messes with your kindness. Your ex could be doing something, and if you're not released from your ex, then that energy can affect what you're doing in your everyday life, which can be red flags. Okay, so keep that in mind. Finances and career, focusing on that. Keep an open mind to what's ahead. It says past life relationship, reconciliation, romantic feelings, chemistry, and making the effort. Okay. So you could be having a past life relationship actually enter your life right now. So in other words, you could have been married or just in a relationship with this person in past life. That could be the reconciliation that's going on right now, unless your ex is trying to come back and enter your life, reconcile. They're saying pay attention to those red flags. There's a reason why you let them go. Okay, don't allow like chemistry and sex to overcloud your judgment about this. Um, we do have romantic feelings and make the effort. They're making, so it's making the effort to release your ex. Pay attention to those red flags. You might still have romantic feelings towards an ex, so it's important to address those and not allow that to carry into what's going on into your life right now. So just keep that in mind. Let's go into the tarot to find out more info. Keep an open mind when it comes to your finances and career as well. That's important. You might not fully see like everything that's available to you right now, all your options. So keep that in mind. Okay, Spirit, Aqua babies, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is going on for them? Okay, that one's supposed to come out. We have Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. Working on your finances, your stability, and you are experiencing grief. You're experiencing sadness. This could be from your ex. Two of Pentacles. You're trying to balance out your career and stuff, your finances at this time. You're trying to stay on top of that. Walking away. You're walking away from an opportunity that didn't go anywhere. You're walking away from in and out energy, never fully like gave to you. Anything that's not stable, you're walking away from, it looks like, or they're asking you to walk away from it. They're trying to get you to see this. This situation has wounded you. You do have wounds from this situation. I feel like you're not fully over the situation. Yeah. Heartbreak. I do feel like you eventually will get over the situation. You're trying to move on, but it's really hard because you're attached. I do recommend doing, I think I just said this for you too, and last month's reading, a cord cutting ritual that could really benefit you at this time. You do have a new passionate situation that is available to you if you want to go towards that. It will be very successful. This Emperor is Aries card. You could be dealing with an Aries. So, yeah. Let's see. You could have Aries in your chart too. You're really in your head about something. Queen of Wands is also Aries energy as well. Aries, Leo, Sag. And this card is all about like attraction and stuff, but this one's about like being in your head. You're worried that this one's going to leave too. You're worried that you're not healed from a past situation. This person is definitely new. You walked away from the old. You're going towards the new. Okay. But you're reflecting on the past. Yeah, a lot of reflection towards the past. It's putting you into a lot of anxiety. That's the anxiety I was talking about. Going within. I feel like you're trying to figure this out. I feel like you know that there's an issue and you're just trying to figure out like, why am I not able to get over them? Why do I still have this connection to them and everything? I'm trying to move on to the new, but I feel stuck. I feel like you need to cut cords. That will, once you cut the cords, it makes it where your energy comes back to you, so you're not feeding into that past person. Okay. This will make you more stable if you do so. You'll be able to heal. Yeah. Heal, be more stable. Damn. Yeah, you're going to relinquish control that the devil has over you, because there is devil energy here. Fear of abandonment is what they just said. But you're going to be able to conquer over this devil and not allow it to take control of you anymore. And this is going to lead you to that wish fulfillment of this new love coming in. But it does look like you have work to do when it has to do with your ex. So you need to work on that in order to be able to move forward. So that's what this year is about. That's what the supermoon's about, is releasing the old, bringing in the new, communication, reflection about everything, exactly what's going on, what's causing you anxiousness and everything. So yeah. Okay, so we got Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aries again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be dealing with any sign though. These are just the main signs that I see. So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. I do have a book. It's called Crystal Beasts. Make sure to check that out if you're interested. It's a children's book, Animals Saving the World. It can be found at Walmart, Amazon, Barnes & Noble. And then if you order from my Moonlight Studios website, then 15% of proceeds will go back to the actual animal and the rainforest. So if you're interested, check that out. Okay. And we are moving on to Pisces. Okay, Spirit, Pisces. What's coming in for my Pisces babies? Make sure to check the beginning of this video if you haven't already. It goes over the spiritual significance about what's going on with the supermoon energy. It's related to release, communication, and reflection. So check that out so you get the full picture of what's going on right now. And let's begin. What's going on for Pisces? Resilience, opinions, but I read it as options, so opinions on options. We have relax. I heard turmoil, illusion, moderation, union. Okay. This could be dealing with a relationship or some kind of relationship with another person. It doesn't have to be like romantic. It could be anything. Union with something as well. It could be like something that you're involved in. Okay. Doesn't necessarily have to be another human being. It could be in something that you're doing. Moderation though. They're saying that if you get too much in your head, it creates illusion and you're not able to see clearly. So it's important to like step back, relax, and allow the information to come into you naturally. Some of you could be dealing with another person. It does say that you have options. You're listening to opinions, and there's a little bit of resilience on these opinions though, because you want to make sure that you make the decision and not someone else. You're taking this time to relax, to really figure out like where to go. Kindness is important. Make sure that you stay kind to yourself though on making these decisions. It will come to you when it's supposed to come to you. You shouldn't force it to come. So, but okay. Romance angels. What's going on for Pisces for romance? What's going on for Pisces for romance? Keep an open mind. So your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. We have playfulness. They want you to play around. Get out, date, have fun. Don't take things so seriously. This next person coming in could be the one. You could have experienced a lot in your lifetime, especially with lessons and things like that. So it's like maybe the universe will finally send that one, you know. You're going to be very attracted to this person. You might even focus on like doing your hair, makeup, all that kind of stuff. And just putting yourself out there, you know, which could actually lead to an engagement, could lead to something more significant later on down the road if you're into like, if you're looking to get like into a committed relationship in that nature. Everyone is different, so okay. Pisces, what's coming in for my Pisces babies? But I just feel like this could be the one. And you're getting to know somebody. If it's not right now, it will be in your future. You're getting to know somebody. You're just taking it one day at a time, not trying to force anything to happen. You might be a little bit resilient on getting to know someone. Try not to be too resilient. Try to relax. Have fun with it. Pisces, you're in your energy. Wow. Yeah, you're really in your energy. You're confident. You're glowing. You're attracting. Okay. Your intuition is telling you it's time to go in this direction. Again, you have dealt with past experiences that were a heavy burden on your shoulders. And yeah, learning, higher learning. These were all part of your growth and expansion on what you were supposed to learn while you were down here. We have Queen of Pentacles. You're in a more stable energy now, or at least getting there. Again, getting there. You could be actually experiencing a lot of grief and depression right now, but you're getting to that stable foundation by healing that grief and getting out of that. See, there's the karmic wheel that's coming through. Things are ending. Cycles are ending. You're no longer allowing them to take control of you. You're taking control of your life again. Yeah. It's like you're a force to be reckoned with. You're like, I'm done with all this bullshit. I am moving forward. I am moving on to what I want in life. I'm not holding back anymore. Walking away. Yep. Two of Cups. You realize that this past person was not your person and you are moving away from it. I feel like it's supposed to be upside down. Okay. Your intuition is telling you that this person was not your person and you're supposed to keep on moving. I feel like this person caused you a lot of stress. My eye keeps twitching. Ace of Wands. There's new beginnings that are to be had. It's going to be very passionate. Might even be somebody that you know already. Could be in your friends group. Not necessarily, but possibly. If not, the new person that does come in could be a friend first and then grow into a relationship later. Lots of messages, flirting back and forth. We have Two of Wands, Six of Swords. I feel like you're just done. I feel like you feel like you're too grown to be dealing with shit anymore, and you're done. You're moving forward. You're not holding yourself back anymore. You're ending those cycles again. Movement forward. You're healing from everything that has happened in the past. You're being a lot more logical too. It's like you're head over heart at this moment in time. So if this person does try to come back, you're staying stable and not letting them get to your emotions. You're blocking them off of your emotions. Yeah, because you've been wounded. You're ready to start building something new, even if that means just like career. It's like your success in life, whatever you want in life, you're building towards that, no matter what it is. You might reflect a little bit about the past, but you know that it led you into lack of mindset, and so you're like, no, I can't keep focusing on that because that's not where I should be. I need to be moving forward and making these positive changes to my life so that I'm not stuck in that mindset anymore. Yep, makes you stronger, and that's going to attract someone new into your life. So you definitely have a new love coming into your life, but it does feel like you're going to be resilient on letting them in, because you're afraid of any kind of illusions that they might try to put on you, and you don't want to fall for any kind of BS. So it's going to take you a minute to heal, but you're going to eventually get there and, you know, find this person. This person that's meant for you is going to change your life. But yeah. Okay. So we have Leo. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius again, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag. So I'm pretty sure I just named off everybody. But okay, so yeah, that is what I got for you, Pisces. If you're interested, check out my book, Crystal Beast. It is available in Walmart, Barnes and Noble, Amazon, also through my website. If you order through my website, it is 15% of proceeds will go back to the animals and the environment. It's children's book. It's about saving the environment and the animals and stuff. It's a cute little story. But I'm the illustrator. My sister's the writer. We collabed. We have 12 books that are in the making. 36 books total, though, including coloring books and baby books. So if you're interested, check that out. But that concludes our readings for today. I hope that there is some kind of information that you were able to pull from these readings, and I hope to read for you guys again soon. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment below if this resonated. Turn on that notification bell also as well. That will help you be notified whenever I read for you. So whenever I drop a video. So I hope you have a wonderful week and a very blessed super full moon. And I will read for you again soon. Bye.